17th century, after many decades of civil unrest, the Tokugawa shogunate established a new military-led dynastic government. This heralded a long period of political peace and stability which lasted until 1868. Japan began to open up its ports on March 31, 1854, signed the Treaty of Kanagawa. This led to establishing diplomatic relations with other Western powers and the development and modernization of Japan's manufacturing industry. During the latter part of 19th century and under the early part of 20th century, Japan became a formidable power, crushing the forces of Russia and China. Japan also occupied different countries like Korea, Japan, and some part of China. On 7 December 1941, Japan attacked the U.S. naval base at Pearl Harbor, which precipitated the U.S. entry in the Second World War. Following their defeat in the Second World War, Japan developed a strong economic power and became allied to the United States. In 1947, the Constitution of Japan was enacted, which provided for a parliamentary system of government. After 30 years of economic growth, Japan experienced economic decline, which began in the 1990s, although they remained an economic power. March 2011, Japan experienced a devastating earthquake and attendant tsunami that killed thousands of people and damaged several nuclear power plants. This catastrophe seriously impacted upon Japan's infrastructure and economy. Shinzo Abe, the longest-serving Prime Minister of Japan, embarked upon an ambitious program of economic reform to restore the economy and maintain international standing.
Ohayou gozaimasu.
Konnichiwa. 普通に履いて。ここでちょっと待って。
Ohayou gozaimasu.
Come in, I'll just call Kaori. Kaori! Toby's here. We're going now, mother. be at home at 6 o'clock. Hi, Okasan.
Philippines were claimed in the name of Spain in 1521 by Magellan, a Portuguese explorer sailing for Spain, who named the island after King Philip II of Spain. They were called Las Filipinas. In 1830s, Spanish culture thought had penetrated into Filipino culture to the extent that the Filipino began thinking about liberation from Spain. The government of Spain developed a Filipino agriculture to the point that it was self-sufficient. After some attempts at independence and equal number of atrocities on the part of Spain, Filipino nationals began to speak. Jose Rizal was one of them. He studied medicine at the University of Santo Tomas in the Philippines and at the University of Madrid. Rizal wrote two important novels that portrayed the abuses of Spanish rule. Although the books were banned, they were smuggled into the Philippines and widely read. On the night of his execution, December 30, 1896, Rizal proclaimed the Philippines the Pearl of the Oriental Seas. Rizal's execution gave impetus to the revolution, although the Filipino rebels, led by Emilio Aguinaldo, did not win complete independence. In December of 1897, negotiations with Spain resulted in the Pact of Biak-na-Bato. All of the rebels were granted amnesty and the leaders of the revolution returned in voluntary exile to Hong Kong. While in Hong Kong, Aguinaldo and his compatriots designed what is today the Philippine national flag.
Okay lang naman po.
Saan ka pupunta?
Lalabas lang ako, tay.
Bumi ka ng maga.
Opo, tay.
Sige, ingat anak.
Ano ba, tay?